Oh, by the way, are you doing Foodshops panel where she's going to talk about GamerGate in part? It's GamerGate and the patriarchy are the topics.
I will consider it. Have to see if the rest of my family is like gonna let me stream again after tonight.
Yeah, well, hey, it's not tomorrow. It's Sunday. I forget when
Yeah.
exactly, but it's during my panel. So I'm going to be hosting a panel on the Kevin McCarthy ouster. Kevin McCarthy being ousted as
Oh,
House
I
Speaker.
kind of want to see that too.
Oh, yeah. Well, I do.
I'll catch it
You should
after
participate in the. Well, you could participate in
Foodshops.
either one. They're open panels. But I need somebody. She's like, oh, you should go on my. So originally I scheduled mine for Sunday, and she scheduled hers for Saturday, so there was no conflict. Okay.
Ah.
Then she's like, "Oh, I'm going to reschedule for Sunday," but I'm like, "That's during my panel, so I can't make it." And you're going to talk about GamerGate without me, and I'm like the GamerGate guy now. Okay, like whether I like it or not, that's like my de facto presence in this space right now
Your
currently.
new thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my new thing, same as the old thing. Uh,
yeah, exactly.
so I need someone to fill in for me. I'm hoping I can get like I might be able to convince Hatman to do it, but Hatman wants to join my panel on the McCarthy situation. So like Hatman's not gonna do it probably because he wants to be on my show. Uh,
To be fair, I should probably do the Gamergate and the patriarchy as a woman who used to be an SJW feminist. And all I would say about the McCarthy ousting is just suck it. So it probably wouldn't be super helpful.
to clarify though, I don't want you to go in with false expectations.
No,
Gamergate
no,
is
no.
going to be mentioned and it's going to be talked about for part of it, but it's mostly about
Yeah.
the patriarchy. And there's also a chance that they're
Okay.
going to talk about some weird far right guy who's involved in some drama because he allegedly killed his wife or something. I don't fucking know. I do know too much about this, but I'm not going to talk about it because it's going to end up in the book. Allegedly.
Oh, okay. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want his name to show up in my book though because he's like completely unrelated to any of this shit. But
Yeah.
But yeah, they might talk about that drama a little bit too. But GamerGate is currently in the current draft of the questions, possibly the final draft. It's going to be talked about, and she'll send you the question ahead of time too. She runs a pretty tight ship actually with her panels. She does a really good job. So she'll send you that stuff ahead of time if you want to do it.
Yeah, sure.
But you should probably try getting an ally on this one because no offense, but
No, yeah,
you
I
want
go.
someone who can pull up receipts really well. So you want someone who's got like fucking folders and dossiers on all this shit. So they can pull up
Man,
any source they need to at a given moment. Like I'm really good at that. That's one of my skills. I'm good at doing research. I'm good at pulling stuff up. I'm good at prepping for stuff like that. So like I can send you some of
yeah,
the stuff
you
that I
are.
have,
You did
but
that several times when I was like fuzzy.
yeah, that's fine. This was nine
It's
years
not
ago
dates.
or
Like
8
I'm still bad with
this
dates.
was almost a decade ago, so I completely get that people's memories are fuzzy. I completely understand. Like, I feel like I hope Hasio doesn't feel bad because Hasio was like, "Oh man, I don't remember." When I interviewed him, there's like so much, a bunch of stuff he was like, "I don't remember." But don't feel bad, man. I mean, I get it. This was a long time ago. You can't remember every single specific instance, so don't feel terrible about it. You too, by the way. Everyone, that goes for everybody.
I
And you
have
actually had a pretty good memory of a lot of this stuff.
yes. I like I said, I have a pretty photographic memory, so I'll remember like images better than words. But yeah,
Yeah, so I'm trying to
I
think.
actually
So,
do have
go ahead.
mm, things I bookmarked, but not what I saved. So like I have a whole link of things I bookmarked for Gamergate. I have a folder of it, but it's mostly just like, let's see, Oliver Campbell's Medium post, and the harassed become the harassers, which is from the Washington Examiner. Brad Glasgow's survey,
Yeah, that's good data, by the way. His methodology was very solid, I feel.
fantastic. Yes, court docs revealed how Zoe Quinn gagged Aaron.
That's I don't know about that specific source, but I would try to avoid any discussion of like Quinn at all unless absolutely necessary.
Yeah, exactly.
There's just like a strategy. Just like I feel, hey, you know what? Fuck it. I'm the fucking don't talk about these people pretty much guy. You're the
Yes, you
completely
are.
different strategy. You feel like you got good sources?
I am.
Fucking run with it. I say it, run with it. But obviously, run a tight ship. Do the research. You got 2 days. Make sure that everything is above board because you don't want to make any false accusations. One, because it's immoral. Two, because it's
Yes.
going to make you and look bad, make GamerGate look bad. Which I'm fine with making GamerGate look bad if that's the truth, right? But if
Yeah.
it's just like LOL, I didn't prep, like that's a completely different thing. So, but yeah, no, I I'm trying to so there's some people who have you done debates on this before? Because it's going to be a hostile
Uh,
panel, probably.
I discussions. I don't mind debates. I tend to be very aggressive, so I have to like tone it down. And I also ramble, as you've noticed.
That's fine because there's going to be a moderator, and the moderator can like
Yeah.
set the ground rules and be like, okay, look, or she might set a timer or something. You talk to her ahead of time, like, hey, look, what are the ground rules for this? And there's going to be a moderator, so it's not going to be like a complete blood sports arena.
Right.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I would
my
say,
links are pretty useless.
but yeah, I'd say I can send you some. I got a document I got on this, but I feel like I need to go through because one of the sources I used I feel wasn't great, so I'm gonna end up taking that out and taking out the references to it because I feel like it's just not a good source. So from a pure like objective honesty standpoint, I feel like it's not good data. It's a survey I conducted
Okay.
um, of GamerGate, but I didn't have the best methodology, and so I feel like it's not good data. It might be useful to like get some broad contours of some things, but like the methodology, I'm not proud of that survey. I should have done it differently, and people criticized me at the time for having poor methodology too. By the way, not deliberately bad choice, just I was an incompetent 20-year-old kid who was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do a survey," and like didn't know what the fuck I was doing. So that was
Yeah.
bad data. I'm gonna take that out of the document, but I'll send you the rest of the document after I do that. And it's got a lot of sources on there. But that's just it's only covering a small portion of the topics that could come up related to GG. So
Okay.
yeah, yeah, cool. So I reached out to Hatman. I don't know if he wants to do my McCarthy thing still, or if he'd rather do the GG thing. But um, it's an open panel, so anybody can hop on. It's a complete free for all. So you're welcome on for sure.
Like I said, admittedly, if it comes to McCarthy, I'm just kind of like, ha ha
Oh no, I
ha
mean her panel is gonna be a free for all. Well, mine's a free for all too. They're both
ha.
free for alls. But yeah, if you're serious, I think we need to have good representation on this. If you think you can represent GamerGate, if you can think you can make the arguments about the truth about GamerGate well, then I think it would be awesome to see that happen. And I
I
might even like
do.
review your debate performance live on stream after my panel, or not after, but
Right
like
before and be like, yeah, Cece, you suck at like recalling the exact details, which is very true. I'm so bad at it. I have my personal notes, which is how I remember most things because I fucking wrote like crazy shit. My whole like medium on stuff is like unbelievably stupid. Like, hang on. I'm actually pretty proud of this one, this stupid thing. So I told you how I have the T-shirt with all the female characters and stuff.
yeah.
I wrote a medium because back in 2017 they also did it again of like gamers don't like women because there's not enough women in video games, and it was like the dumbest fucking shit because obviously women are in video games. What are you talking about? Here is Tachyon.
But yeah, send it to me and
Yeah, I have it in. So like my medium posts are just I have a lot of them.
it's good you saved this stuff after all these years. I deleted almost all my videos from back in the day. So I really regretted that too. It was a horrible decision. I wish I
Yeah,
didn't do it.
I If anything, my problem is I do not delete enough.
Don't delete the
Really,
GG stuff.
really
It's
scared.
historical evidence. People could use this to prove that Gamergate wasn't what they said in the future. The historians will
Yeah,
write a
this
new
one,
chapter
like
on this, maybe.
so like one of the first ones I wrote was just how I came into GG and went the other way. And uh and then like one of the other ones I think is like 2015, but it's talking about the ethics of Gamergate, because that was becoming like more and more of a meme where they were just like, lol, it's not real, nobody cares about ethics in games journalism. I was like, bro, I do. I always will. I care about ethics and like everything, because like I used to have like Smoker from One Piece as my thing, and his jacket on the back has justice on it, and I'm always like, justice. Like, that's my thing. So
All right. Do you mind if we jump back into the thing, or did you want any more?
by all means,
Okay. Okay.
lightning round. Let's go.